Hi guys, another video from Buildify.com. So in this one I'm going to be talking about a platform I've been working with for a little while now called Crypto World Evolution. And they provide automated trading bot software that interfaces with cryptocurrency exchanges. It's a pretty cool product. I've been using them long enough now. I feel pretty comfortable promoting them and kind of talking about the basics of the system. So first, the company Crypto World's Evolution, CWE, or some people call it CWE, is pretty strict about compliance. So again, just like with the mintage video, I won't be showing their webpage, their homepage, or any of the information from the company itself, nor will I even be showing any of their logos. You're forbidden from doing this. This one here is something I actually made. So what I will be doing is talking about how the system works, the pros and cons, some of the different products they offer, and the pricing. So let's get started. CWE, we're going to call them that from now on. Their mission, as they put it, is to create a worldwide company that empowers an individual to enhance their lifestyle through our sophisticated cryptocurrency trading software and corresponding innovative marketing techniques. So what this means is they're taking the kind of software that was once reserved basically for rich people or professional traders and making it much more accessible. It's still going to cost you, but nothing like what it used to be. So let's talk about what makes CWE unique. First and foremost is the pricing. They start off at 500 USD per year. That's about $1.37 per day, every day for 365 days. Or another way to think of it is the price of a cup of coffee from a convenience store. That's their starter package, $500, which is actually paid in Bitcoin. So depending where Bitcoin is at, it may not actually be that much for you. The next package starts at $2,000 USD per year. That's an annual fee. That works out to about $5.50 per day. Or, to continue the analogy, about the price of one of those iced coffee drinks with all the whipped cream in a cool looking cup. So they're not going to break the bank, but they are a bit of an investment up front. And you get to run the bots for a year after you pay. And well, if you know how cryptocurrency markets are, a year can be quite a long time. A lot can happen in that time. Aside from the pricing, what really makes the CWE opportunity unique is also the type of access it gives you for the money. So CWE currently works with 4 major cryptocurrency exchanges. They are Binance, which is my personal favorite, Bitrex, OKEK, and HitBTC. And they're currently holding negotiations with other exchanges because they are seeing a lot of growth. They're proving to be a very solid platform and making a lot of people happy. So they're also unique in that they're focused on the cryptocurrency world. You can get automated trading bots. They're really nothing new by any stretch of the imagination, but they're usually a lot more expensive, and they're usually reserved for like stock trading or forex type trading. So this is a pretty, as I say, cool opportunity for lack of a better word. You get a lot of bang for your buck. There's no guarantees, of course. You are working with the markets, but the bots are extremely helpful. They'll never close a deal at a loss, close a trade at a loss. But they might end up waiting sometimes a week or 2 weeks before they do close a trade. So they're not going to be, it depends on the markets, they're not going to be banging out deals left and right for you, but they're never going to lose you any money. But you need, as I say, you need the right combination of patience and perspective to take advantage of it. You can't just plug the bots in and be like, where's my money? It's a lot of factors have to come together, and we're going to talk about why the bots are more of a good idea than a bad idea later on in the video. But let's start with how it works. So again, real quick disclaimer, please understand that as a matter of compliance, we are not allowed to show images of our CWE accounts or any of the company's official logos on this website. If you want to know more, email us at admin@bitcoinbuildify.com, and we will be happy to show you in a private appointment. I can show you my accounts, how they've been doing, what the bots have been up to, how they work, and all the good stuff like that, but not on YouTube, guys. Sorry. Wish it were different. But I'm just an email away. Anyways, alright, step 1. So once you pay for the software, and payment is made in Bitcoin directly to the crypto CB website, then you will receive the software. There's no download or installation necessary. The bots will plug directly into the exchanges from your accounts on the CB website. So it's a pretty easy setup. So once your account is active, if you pay either for the $500 or the $2,000 package, next you will need to generate an API key for the exchange you want to put your trading bots on. And if you have accounts with multiple exchanges that CB works with, you can put them on multiple exchanges from your single account, which is kind of nice as well. But the process of setting up the API keys really depends on the exchange itself. You can contact support or do a YouTube search, or you can email me about it and I can do my best to help you. The bots require a minimum of 0.01 BTC per bot, so what that is in dollars is going to vary quite a bit. But with the markets as low as they are right now, here at the end of March 2018, it's not a terrible amount of money. I think it's less than $100 USD per bot. So once you have that, the bot will just wake up and just start trading left and right by itself. There is an option for a manual override, and there's also more of a with the smaller package, the $500 package, you get 2 different bot types. One is fully automated. You can pause it, you can override it, otherwise it'll run by itself. The other is more of a manual type interface. But either way, they all need 0.01 BTC per bot. After you plug your API key into your CB package, you can begin creating and naming your robots. So you can give them all little names. My robots' names are Little Buddy 1, Little Buddy 2, etc. And each robot will select 15 cryptocurrency coins by default. It'll just do it. But you can add or remove coins as you like. But the bots will not go active until they have at least 15 coins to work with. It's just part of the programming. Next, number 4, once your bots are active on the exchange, you will have access to any and all coins on that exchange. The bots will handle the back end, while you focus on either the parameters of your trade or simply let them go to work and choose the coins for you. So it can be an extremely passive way of trading. It can also be a good way of kind of letting things run in the background and kind of mitigating your risks. If you don't really have the time to sit in front of the computer for a couple hours a day and trade by yourself, the bots can really save you a lot of time, because they'll never close a trade at a loss for you. I think the parameters, I think there's a minimum of a 1% profit before they'll execute the trade. Sometimes they do a lot more than that, actually, but it all depends. And your account will remain active for 365 days from the date of purchase. So cryptocurrency exchanges run 24/7 every day, which is another reason that it's nice to have these bots at work for you, because even while you're sleeping, they're watching the exchanges and trying to make you some money. So what did the bots do? So CB offers 3 types of bots: the HPSI, the hybrid, and the win-win. So let's talk about the HPSI first. This trading bot is available with both the $500 USD and $2,000 USD package. It could be called their flagship bot, as it is fully automated. So normally when you think of an automated trading bot, excuse me, it's going to be something like the HPSI bot. So that is, what I mean there is it's possible to simply let it run and check in when you feel like it. It will never close trades at a loss, and will scan the markets and execute trades 24 hours a day for as long as you let it run. It was designed explicitly for newbie traders with little or no experience trading. So if you're just getting into cryptocurrencies, this is a really good product. It's very, very user-friendly, very safe on its end, but of course on the end of the exchanges, there's no telling what's going to happen, guys. So there's no guarantees, but this type of software really does increase your chances. I can say that with some confidence, because it runs 24 hours a day and it never will close a trade at a loss. So although it could be a nice asset though for more experienced traders who face the common problem of having more opportunity than time, right? You only have one set of eyes. It can get exhausting always scanning the exchanges and trying to stay on top of things. So you can let these bots run and do your own trading separately, which is a nice way to kind of spread yourself out and do so very efficiently, right? You're not drinking coffee till 4 in the morning and hoping something happens in the exchanges. You don't want to go to sleep, right? You don't want to miss it. So anyways, this bot does have a manual override option, so you can stop, sell, or buy as you like. You can also just pause it. And you can also add and remove the different coins it's trading. So if you have a feeling, a certain coin the bot doesn't select is going to go up or down, depending what you want to do with it, you can add that into the bot's package, as long as it's on the exchange that you are using. Okay, the next bot is called the Hybrid. And this comes with both the 500 USD and the $2,000 USD package. It has the same basic functionality of the HPSI, but as the name Hybrid implies, it has the added advantage of allowing you to custom design orders and set specific parameters. So these parameters include such factors as which coin to buy, stop loss percent and or BTC price, how much BTC to invest, and how much coin to buy. So it's a little bit more customizable if you have a little more confidence or experience in trading in general and or cryptocurrency trading. This one will allow you to fine-tune your trades a little bit more than the HPSI bot will. It will scan the markets and move on your order at the optimum time, which is a big plus about artificial intelligence. It can basically think very, very quickly and absorb and analyze just a huge amount of information simultaneously. And it never gets tired. It never gets sleepy. This bot, unlike the HPSI, is designed for more experienced traders from intermediate to advanced. So you will have to have more familiarity with how trading on exchanges works, the vocabulary and what the different parameters are. It's not rocket science. You can learn it, but just be aware that if you go with the Hybrid, you need a basic working knowledge of trading. That's not really true with the HPSI bot. With that one, you basically really only need to know what coins you want to trade with, if you happen to have some you want to trade with. The HPSI bot will do it all by itself. Although you can still stop it, pause it, start it, etc. Okay, the third bot is called the Win-Win bot. And this bot is only available with a $2,000 USD package. It is Seawee's Ace in the Hole. That's a typo there, I gotta fix that. It's designed specifically for the volatility of the crypto markets and is geared to make steady trades when the price of BTC is, quote, more volatile. Or volatile, as some might say. It allows transactions between BTC and USDT. This bot is designed for traders of all experience levels, and it's a pretty powerful package, so it's reserved for the $2,000 USD package. It's kind of their premium product. All right, so let's compare the two different packages. On the left, we have the $500 USD bots. On the right, the $2,000 USD bot. So with, we'll call the 500 one the starter package, the 2000 one we'll call the premium package. It's a lot shorter. I get tired of saying that all the time. So for the starter package, you get access to 2 trading bots, the HPSI and the hybrid. With the premium package, you get access to 3 trading bots, HPSI, hybrid, and the win-win. With the starter package, you have a $2,500 trading limit and current BTC value. So if you do well enough on the exchanges to make that much money and have it sitting on the exchange, you're going to have to move some out to a wallet somewhere before you can continue trading. Otherwise, the bots will say, sorry, Charlie, you've reached your limit. With the premium package, you have a $10,000 USD trading limit in current BTC value. So that's 400% more as far as your limit goes. But you can always just, like I said, move it off the exchange, unless you're really hitting heavy, and then I guess you're kind of stuck, unless you have the premium package. So again, this type of thing, it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight, but it will, at the very least, it'll mitigate your risks in trading. You can sleep at night knowing the bots aren't going to rip you off. And aside from, so that's one extreme, right? Like mitigating the risk. At the other extreme, it exposes you to a lot more opportunity simply because the bots run 24/7 and they will never sell at a loss. So the bots will likely pick up on a deal way before you do, and they'll execute before you would even have time to think of it. So it's something to consider. Okay. So both packages, the starter and the premium, give you access to all the coins trading with BTC on currently Binance, Bittrex, OKEx, and HitBTC. Both packages include a 365-day license. That's 365 days, 7 days a week, not 5 days a week like the more traditional exchanges on the stock market or something. Kind of a nice gesture from Seaweed is if you get the starter package, you will have 90 days to upgrade to the $2,000 USD package, to the premium package, just by paying the additional $1,500 USD difference. So if you come in at a good time and the exchanges are really hopping and you're making a lot of trades, you could theoretically use your profit to just upgrade. That's up to you. But either way, it's kind of a nice offer on the part of Seaweed. It's something worth mentioning. Okay, so basically the difference between the two packages isn't all that great. It boils down to 3 robots instead of 1. Sorry, 3 robots instead of 2. I meant to say 1 more robot. And a higher trading limit. So depending where you're at, what you're looking for, I think the 2 different packages are both varied enough that if you're looking for something simple, the starter package is good. If you want something more robust and you're kind of more of a heavy hitter, so to speak, the premium package is also good. I think they have a nice balance between them. So how can you get started? The sign-up process is quite simple. However, we don't believe in simply putting a button on our website and leaving the rest to you. With CWE, you're actually going to have a human being sign you up in a live appointment, whether it's in person or over Skype or Zoom or Facebook video or something like that. I personally respect that about the company. They really want people to know they really want people to make sure they know what they're getting into before signing up. And there's actually let me go over it here. So after you schedule an appointment by emailing me at admin@bitcoinbuildify.com, probably myself or someone I work with will get back to you. We'll try to set up a time that's time zone friendly for both of us. to get together on Skype or Zoom are the best. Facebook video would be a second best. You're probably going to want to do this one with some kind of video interface. And once that's set up, we will meet at the designated time. We'll show you one of our accounts and how the interface works, so you can see the back office and the records of how the bots have been performing. And then we'll make it our goal to make sure you understand what the technology does and what the potential risks and rewards of the cryptocurrency markets are. So, it's not a guaranteed thing, but the chances are pretty good. So this company wouldn't be spending all this money doing this if they weren't. So once this is all clear, you will be emailed a link from CWE Support. And once you click on it, I'll actually have to do that from my office, put your information in, and then click activate or some button to that effect, and the company will then email you directly, and you'll have to help set up the account yourself. I can help you do it, or it's not that hard, but just to put it out there, if you feel like I kind of want some help here, dude, I could help you do that. Now after that, I can walk you through the process of connecting your account to one of the compatible cryptocurrency exchanges, how to start your robots, and anything else you need to know. It's not that hard at all. I would say from the beginning of the appointment to having your bots active on the exchanges, you could do it in probably 15 minutes, as long as you have funds on the exchange. It might take a little bit longer depending on questions and things, but it's a relatively quick, straightforward, pretty foolproof process. What you will need to get started. Alright, so you'll need the equivalent of either $500 or $2,000 USD in Bitcoin, depending again what the price of Bitcoin is. That could be a little bit of Bitcoin or a little bit more. And as always with any kind of Bitcoin transaction, we recommend you set aside slightly more, maybe 1 to 2% more, to cover any transaction fees and fluctuations in the price of Bitcoin. So the transaction fees will vary, and sometimes you can... It's happened to me once where it was towards the end of 2017, I sent some Ethereum to an exchange, and the transaction fees were so high, I didn't have enough money to actually trade with once the Ethereum arrived, and it was a really, really dumb situation. I didn't have enough Ethereum back in my other wallet, so it's just sitting there, and don't do that to yourself. So always send a little bit more than you think you're going to need, okay? And after that, you will need a valid email address, and then if you want to use your bots on an account, you'll need an account with at least one of the 4 cryptocurrency exchanges CWE currently works with. Again, Binance, Bittrex, OKEK, and or HitBTC. You can deploy your robots onto one or all of the exchanges. However, you will still need to have 0.01 BTC for them to go active. I actually had one robot, I think it had 0.0, it was really close to 0.01. It was like 0.09876 all the way down to the last Satoshi, and it wouldn't go active. It was the equivalent of like $7 short. And so I said, well, okay, I just left it, and then the other active bots closed a trade, and automatically the robot that was lacking in funds went active once it had enough Bitcoin. So the way it works is it's pretty simple, but you'd really want to take a look at a back office account that's actually active on the exchanges to get a better idea of it, because it's really hard to get a grasp of unless you actually see them in action, and also have a history of them in action. But it's fun as well. I really do recommend it. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't. I hate subpar products. Anyways, so why use software to trade? So the fact is that the same trend of computers doing everything bigger, better, and faster is also happening in the world of finance. The type of software CB uses can execute hundreds of trades a second and both predict and react to market trends the average human being wouldn't even notice, right? So we're talking about artificial intelligence here. That hundreds of trades a second is something the software can do, but it is not necessarily something the software will do. It depends on the activity on the exchanges and in the cryptocurrency markets. But if things are happening, if there's a high enough level of activity, the bots will trade one after another, trade close like that. If that activity is a little slow, if the markets are down, they'll just kind of stay in a holding pattern until things change. Which is kind of nice, because you don't have to worry about what's going on. Like, I hope this robot doesn't rip me off, right? Because you can rip yourself off in trading so fast. Your money can be gone just like quick, like what, gone forever. So trading is really, really risky, and it's even more so in cryptocurrency trading. So having some AI on your side is not a bad thing. So let's talk about some of the good points of the bots. So the first is they preserve a high level of independence for the trader using it. Yes, it does have 100% automated mode where you can just walk away and come back whenever you feel like it to see how things have been going, but you can also take advantage of the automated override option if you feel like you want to try something different or have some news you think will cause a surge in the market, right? So if you catch onto a trend early, you're like, okay, let's put this robot over here on this coin, or let's just pause this robot, I'm going to put some money on the exchange, and we're going to do this, and this. You can do that. Your funds aren't locked into the robots, which is probably one of the best features of Seaweed, actually, is that your funds are always yours. You can always, at any point, take them off the exchange or stop your robot. And so you have a degree of independence. With mining platforms and some other like high-yield investment platforms, you're usually contracted and your funds are out of reach for that period. So that's not the case with Seaweed. Your funds are your funds. Another nice point is the robots mitigate risk. So this is to basically stop you from doing anything stupid or from losing what you have while you are away from the exchanges. So remember, the crypto exchanges run 24/7, 365 days a year. So while mitigating risk, they can also do the same for stress. Right? Anyone who's ever dabbled in crypto trading can tell you that watching the exchanges can be really stressful. You can take a load off and let the AI bots lighten some of the load. Emotion is the biggest enemy for a successful trader, right? If you get hot-headed or you get greedy and you think, I think it's gonna go up, dude. Come on, bro. Like I said, your money can be gone just like that, and there's no way to get it back. So, again, the AI helps you mitigate risk. It's steady Eddie, 24/7, 365 days a year. And there's also, by mitigating risk, it also kind of does away with a lot of stress, and it also saves you a lot of time. You can ensure control of your funds. So the first one about independence, I mentioned that, but you also have independence in that you can stop the robots from doing what they're doing or change what they're doing. So they don't just decide and go from there until your money's gone. I made this another point. So ensuring control of your funds. A lot of cryptocurrency platforms out there, whether mining or contracted trading, will essentially lock your funds in their own system for the duration of the contract. So on the one hand, it can ensure a certain level of passivity. You're like, okay, you got my money, you guys are doing this with it, I'm just going to wait. On the other hand, it requires a high degree of trust and also means your invested funds will be unavailable, even if you happen to need them. So that's a big one. When you've got money dumped into a mining pool or some kind of investment platform, you might come across an offer where, if I had that money now, I would do this. So with these bots, you can do that. Your funds are always just on the exchange. The bots are just deciding what to do with them. So the AI bots, just to be super clear, have no control over your funds whatsoever, and you can simply just turn them off if you don't like where they're going with trading your funds, okay? So another good nice point about the bots is they can detect and act on trends. Again, artificial intelligence, right? AI, people. um, Total concentration and processing to a degree we would have trouble maintaining for more than a few seconds. Okay, we're computers, right? The bottom line is this type of software can detect things you can't, right? It's basically infinitely patient and infinitely vigilant. It's a piece of software. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't need to go to the bathroom. It doesn't get hungry. Right? It doesn't have a bad day. It just does its thing. So this helps it detect and act on trends. Right? You might be asleep and maybe one of the coins your boss is trying to trade goes up, and it will determine based on deep AI analysis when to sell for you. And you can just wake up, check your accounts, and be like, hey, I made some money. Not bad. So that's another nice point. Another one, it can execute trades at superhuman speeds, right? So computers are fast, like really fast. The exact parameters of CB's software touches on the area of commercial secrecy, but we can tell you that they are capable of executing complex trade decisions in real time at the rate of several hundred a second. So in cryptocurrencies, trends can come and go in a few minutes. They actually have a recommended trades section in Sewi in their back office, and almost always the trades go out of date, as they say. They're obsolete within about 3 minutes. So if you were a human trader, and even if you happen to be logged in on the exchanges, and then out of all that's happening on the exchanges, you happen to notice this one trend, you would only have a few minutes to act on it, right? There's a lot of like if you happen to's happening there, right? So with AI, it just has this pervasive awareness of what all the coins that bot is focusing on are doing. So if it senses a micro trend, it can close it, bang, and you got some profit, and right away it'll open up a new trade. So those are some points I really like about the bots and why I'm recommending them. Okay, so combine these factors into one affordable, proven platform with a level of accuracy and responsiveness of CUE's AI trading software, and you have a powerful ally on the exchanges, which I think is fair to say. And really what the bots are is they're an ally. They're designed to maximize your gains and minimize your losses. Remember, they will never close a trade at a loss. Ever. They'll sit there for the whole 365 days if they have to. They'll never cost you money unless you override them and do something yourself. Okay, pros and cons of the CUE AI trading platform. So, I couldn't come up with more than 2 cons. I'm sorry. For pros, I've got a few more. So, first, to give users full independence and control of their cryptocurrency funds. I've already mentioned that. Offers amazing potential for trading. There are no guarantees, of course, but in a market as relatively new and full of potential as the crypto market is, this type of software carries some serious potential to generate returns. Okay, guys, heavy on the potential, okay? It's all about what's happening on the exchanges. The bots are kind of like an extension of you, right? They go out there and they do everything better and faster. But if nothing's happening on the exchanges, nothing's happening with the bots. But there is potential. Okay. They combine a nice mix of passive automated trading with the HPSI bot and a more active option with the hybrid or win-win bots. So you do have some variety, and you can delegate capital to certain types of robots and let them do their thing. And there's some leeway in what you can try on the exchanges. So again, it's a nice balance, I think, and I like the fact that you can go full auto or full manual or something kind of in the middle. Another point, they allow trading for trading opportunity 24/7. So this is really something that just can't be beat, right? The bots never fatigue. They're always on the lookout for the best deal. The fact that the crypto exchanges run 24/7 also vastly increases the amount of activity and opportunity that will come your way, right? So having the bots on your side makes it all that much better. So it's not the most complicated idea in the world, but let's say 5 days a week during trading hours versus 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Which one's going to offer you more exposure, right? And more activity on the markets. Okay, CWE also has excellent customer service, and they're very careful about compliance. So they're similar to Mintage in that regard, where they want people to know what they're getting into. They want their products represented in an honest, kind of informed way, and they're good about staying in touch with their customer base. So, as I say, that's always a nice sign for those of us on the user end, right? You like it when a company is engaged with you. It's a good thing. Okay, last good point. It mitigates a good amount of the risk involved with crypto trading, and there is a lot of risk. If you've ever even tried it, even a little bit, you can probably attest to this, that things can change really fast on the crypto exchanges. So there are no guarantees here, but the software is designed to keep you on the winning end of any trading activity you get involved in. So trading is risky, and AI can help to mitigate some of that risk. So again, it will never lose you money unless you override it and lose money yourself, which is pretty hard to say about any other trading platforms. Okay, cons. It is a comparatively expensive buy-in, depending on which league you play in Seaweed's products. It could be either an amazing deal or way out of your budget range. So again, there is an initial investment, $500 or $2,000 USD. Whether or not it's worth it comes down to a mix of three factors. One is your trading experience, two, your budget, and three, your level of commitment to cryptocurrency technologies, right? So when I first started trading, that was something I was told, because my big question was like, well, what do I do? You know, there's so many products here and so much happening. I don't know what to do with my money. They said, well, you really need to look at the kind of the technology for whatever you're trading. You know, if it's Cardano or Ethereum or Ripple or what have you. And then the history of the currency. Is it going up or down? Where is it now? But a lot of it just boils down to your faith in where it's going to go. It's not like you close your eyes and pray, but there is an element where if you have confidence in the technology, you know, whether it's a company you're buying stock in or a cryptocurrency you're trying to trade with, confidence can kind of make or break your commitment level. But that said, you can have a lot of confidence in something and it can just tank right before your eyes. So don't take my word for it. But yeah, trading experience, budget, level of commitment to the technology. Those should help you determine if you want to make the initial investment of $500 or $2,000 USD to get some automated trade bots working away on your accounts. And then, okay, this isn't really a con in the truest sense, but okay, partly I felt weird having only one con, and then secondly, I just kind of have to mention this again. So, despite the quality of the software, there is no guarantee of profitable returns. Okay, I can't stress that too much, I think. So, although the software is designed to mitigate as much risk as possible, there is absolutely no guarantee you will profit in your cryptocurrency trading with Seaweed's AI bots. The best the bots can do is increase your chances not to fail. So trading can be a dicey game no matter what market you're in, and using AI is no replacement for using AI bots is no replacement for common sense and due diligence. So don't be stupid with your money, right? Don't just think the bots are going to make you a lot of money just because they're bots. There's no guarantee. You still need to put the effort in of doing your due diligence, not just into Seaweed, but also into the exchanges themselves and the currencies you're trading with. You need to have some knowledge if you really want to see returns. And then lastly, the markets need to be doing well in order for you to trade well. So you need some movement to play off of, right? If everything's just flatlining, there's not much is going to be happening in your accounts either. Okay, so let's move on to the overall review. So all in all, we feel CWE is offering a quality platform at a reasonable price. No, it is not a magical solution to your trading goals, and no, it won't guarantee any profit, but it will maximize your trading capacity on the exchanges. This doesn't mean you will become a crypto millionaire overnight. Wouldn't that be nice? Those cases are few and far between, but they tend to get a lot of news. What going with CWE does mean is that you will have a high-quality AI platform helping you to make good, unemotional decisions on the exchanges 24/7. Okay? The AI package gives you an advantage because it is unemotional, right? Extremely fast, always active, patient. So I break these down a bit. Unemotional, extremely fast, always active, patient. But I think you can probably get the idea. But you're welcome to click through the link below and come take a look at this write-up. To be honest with you, I did notice a few typos, so I'm going to fix those. Sorry guys, not to come off as unprofessional. What to expect? Okay, so CWE's technology is just as susceptible to market trends as any human trader. Okay, that's important to keep in mind. This means that if the market is down, it would be unwise to expect your bots to make any significant profits, right? They rely on the movements in the markets. The action happens when the changes do. That is when the market is rising or falling, the bots will jump into action to capitalize on the fluctuations in value between different currencies. Just like a human trader would do, only the bots will do it way faster and usually a little more securely. So you will also need some patience too. It may take a few days or even a few weeks for you to start making returns in your trading, right? It depends where the markets are. The trick is to let the bots run, and if you feel like doing something in the meantime, take a look at what the coins the bots are trading. Take a look at what coins the bots are trading and why. Okay, so I've heard it said, even professional traders, guys that go to school and then go to like one of those weird Wall Street apprenticeships, you know, where it's just like so much testosterone and aggression and like trade. Even those guys lose money. You know, trading is a crazy world to be in. So there's a tendency to like want to do something when you're on the exchanges. You want to like move stuff around and somehow that feeling of like I'm taking actions and this means I'm gonna make money. That impulse is kind of hard to control sometimes. So my recommendation when the markets are slow or your bots are just kind of waiting, just take a look at the coins they're holding and why, and maybe do some research there. It's a bad idea to do anything rash. You know, let the bots do their thing. That's what they're there for. If you really feel there's a trend coming up that your bots are locked out of because they're kind of waiting for a trade to close, you can pause one or, you know, activate another one and go from there. To my knowledge, there's no limit to the number of bots you can have running. The only limit is your trade limit. So I guess so that would kind of by default mean a limit to the number of your bots, but that actual number amount's going to vary depending on the price of Bitcoin. So anyways, you do have a lot of options, but always remember, trading is trading and it's risky. Okay, so you need to be patient. You need to kind of look into the art itself, get some, you know, at least maybe a working vocabulary of it if you don't have one already, and one step at a time. All right, final thoughts. So cryptocurrency exchanges are open to just about anyone, and there's never been a time like this before. Cryptocurrencies and the technology they are engendering are really only beginning. As Bitcoin enthusiast Roger Ver said in regard to where we are in terms of the spread and use of crypto technology, he said, we haven't even started the game, right? So some people say, are we like in the second inning or like the fifth inning, and he says we haven't even started the game. So lots of time ahead of us, guys. Lots of potential out there. So We really have a ton of potential here, as I say. Indeed, unprecedented potential for gains and conversely a high potential for loss. If you're not absolutely sure of what you're doing, your money can be gone in the blink of an eye. The value of a given cryptocurrency can fluctuate as much as 20% in 24 hours, sometimes more. It's not a joke. It is a volatile market that is affected by a huge number of factors. Even seasoned veterans from Wall Street can still get blindsided. Sorry, I'm kind of talking fast there. That's because it's also a small market, and changes that may register only as a tiny hiccup on the more traditional exchanges can send the crypto market into a tailspin. Also, cryptocurrency exchanges, unlike the traditional stock and forex exchanges, run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which means that somebody somewhere is always trading, and deals will always be coming and going with or without you being logged in. So that's a nice point, again, why the bots are good to have on your side. They're always waiting and watching, so to speak. So whatever people may say, the cryptocurrency trading world is an active one, and personally we feel that if you have an interest in exploring it but don't, there is a small chance you'll regret it. Okay, so it's if you're watching this video and you're interested in cryptocurrencies, and you have a little bit and you want to try it, see how it goes, I would say, keeping all the points of caution in mind, go for it. You might want to wait for a certain trend in the market, but there's people making a lot of money out there, but there's no guarantees. So anyways, I've spoken enough. If you're still curious, you can email us at admin@bitcoinbuildify.com. We don't use the contact sheet on the website. It's just straight up email. Helps cut down on spam and rejections and stuff in the network. So just include your first name, what service you're interested in. It could be CB or Mintage. We'll probably have some others coming up in future months. And then also how best to correspond with you. Do you like Skype or Zoom or Facebook video? And as I always say, we have a little bit more of an old school approach to servicing our clients. No automated emails, no affiliate link buttons, no hiding who we are. My name is Trevor. I'm the face behind BitcoinBuildify.com. I love what I do. I'm passionate about this technology. I'm excited to get people on board with it. But at the same time, I understand it's not for everyone. So you need to do your due diligence and look at what you're getting into. Never risk more than you can afford to lose. So, with that said, I guess I'll conclude the video. So if you guys have any questions about Siwi or crypto world evolution, feel free to leave a comment below or send me an email. So until next time, thank you guys for watching, and happy cryptoing.